This is pretty much an audio only video here. Hey, real quick, I'm working on the Minnesota Vikings in an upcoming mock draft video. Make sure you check that out. And one interesting point that I discovered with the Minnesota Vikings is that they've had a lot of premier quarterbacks come through. They've had some of the highest ranking offensive performances season-wise in the NFL. You had quarterbacks such as Warren Moon, Sam Darnold, Brett Favre, Dante Culpepper, Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, Sam Bradford, Sam Darnold, and now you got J.J. McCarthy as the quarterback there. And you've had such receivers, elite receivers in Chris Carter and Randy Moss come through. You had running backs such as I'm thinking of his name was Robert Smith. You had Robert Smith come through there as one of the great running backs for the Minnesota Vikings, and you also had the great Adrian Peterson come through there as a running back for the Minnesota Vikings, as well as countless other players to come through and don the purple uniforms. But they have yet to, to the best of my knowledge, represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And I was just thinking, I'm out on the road now, and I was just thinking, it was like, hey, this is interesting here. And I'm going to go through and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the NFC North is the only conference in the NFC where every team has not either represented that division in the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl. You've had the Chicago Bears win a few, actually a couple that I know of in my time, and then of course you had the Green Bay Packers win. I'm not sure if they won one or two, but I know they won one for sure with Aaron Rodgers there. And thinking of going over the NFC, let's say the NFC West for right now, you've got the Seattle Seahawks. They've won a Super Bowl. You've got the Los Angeles Rams. They won a Super Bowl. You've got the San Francisco 49ers. They won a Super Bowl. And if I'm missing the team, let me know out of the NFC West. So you got San Francisco that's won several Super Bowls. You got the Rams that recently won a Super Bowl a few years ago. You've got the Seattle Seahawks that have won a Super Bowl. And going to the NFC South, you've got the New Orleans Saints won a Super Bowl. The Atlanta Falcons have been to the Super Bowl. You've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, of course. They used to be in the NFC North, but now they're in the NFC South. They've won Super Bowl. You've got the NFC East. You've got the Dallas Cowboys, of course. They're historically have won several Super Bowls. You've got the Washington Commanders now, but when they used to be called the Redskins, they won Super Bowl. You've got the New York Giants. They've won Super Bowls. You've got the Philadelphia Eagles. They've won Super Bowl just recently. So that leaves me to speak of, I think I'm missing one in the NFC West, but that just leads me to say that, or ask the question, which team or how many years is it going to be before the NFC North actually completes the cycle where every team is at least representing that division in the Super Bowl between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings? So let me know in the comment section what you think, and also what team am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one. I'm not looking at my notes and whatnot on this one to figure out who that other team is in the NFC West. But yeah, let me know how many years it's going to take before the NFC North breaks that cycle of being the only division where not everyone has represented them in the Super Bowl. Thank you.